LeBron James makes the announcement that he is coming to Los Angeles. I cannot believe it. Despite all signs pointing to this for damn near a calendar year, with everything making sense from the fact that he has a home here, that his family has spent time here, his family knows what it's like to live here as he does during the summer, with his business off the court, with him having television shows on the air and movies on silver screens and everything in development that he has, with business off the court having a big-time overlap with Los Angeles' industry, with the Lakers having a huge platform associated with it. Despite all those signs pointing to yes, to use the magic 8-ball phrase, I still can't believe that he has chosen to be a Los Angeles Laker, and he is going to be wearing purple and gold for the next 4 years. And perhaps this is his final maneuver as an NBA player, as a 33-year-old man, that when it's all said and done, you know, he will be 37 with 4 years under his belt in a spot where you look up and you see the numbers of Kobe Bryant and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Magic Johnson and Shaquille O'Neal and Wilt Chamberlain.
Jerry West, Elgin Baylor.
And the names that I mentioned as well. You're taking a look at the top 8 scorers in the history of the NBA. And the only ones in the top 8 who have never suited up for the Lakers are named Michael Jordan and Dirk Nowitzki. Everybody else, Karl Malone, have suited up for the Lakers. And with all the signs that you would think that would point to no, that you don't want to come to the conference where the Golden State Warriors reside. You certainly don't want to come to the division where the Golden State Warriors reside. You don't want to come to a spot where the largest loudmouth dad with a 2-point average from college resides. I mean, you know what the headline's going to be. The headline for Magic Johnson is "Got it done." The Lakers headline is "Season tickets available. Come on out." And what a show this is going to be. 41 regular season nights downtown. And this will be akin, and I mean this, this is akin to like Springsteen on Broadway.
Yep.
Where you see a goat every night. Every night. And people were already gathering outside of Staples last night. My kids took 5 minutes to ask, can we get tickets? So it's Lakers headline, "Season tickets available." LeBron James headline would be "Next step." LeVar Ball's headline is, "I told you so, everyone wants to play with my son." So put a pin in that, because that's going to come later on. But LeBron is signing up for that. And Maverick Carter, his longtime friend, associate, business partner, was on our show November 1st and said it'll be all about winning. It'll be all about winning wherever he chooses. And according to Lee Jenkins of Sports Illustrated, whose account of LeBron's processing on this decision, 3.0, is a must read. You got to read it. It seems that he spoke to LeBron because he knows everything about LeBron getting root canal as soon as the NBA Finals was over, to where LeBron had breakfast yesterday in Los Angeles before jetting off to Europe with his wife, apparently. And according to that article, LeBron sat down in the 2 weeks convalescing from root canal, as well as the figurative root canal that was J.R. Smith not knowing what the score was in Game 1 of the NBA Finals.
Nice.
That they sat down, him and his inner circle, and identified 4 teams: Cleveland, Houston, Los Angeles, the Lakers, and Philadelphia. And by mapping everything out, from players that are already there to front offices that are already in place to salary cap situation. Apparently, when you put it all on a piece of paper in front of you like that, the Lakers come up as the best situation. Now, you could make a case it's the third best roster that he's joining out of those four, behind Houston and Philadelphia. Cleveland, with all due respect, that run was over. I think everybody in Cleveland realized it. We had Bill Livingston, who was a longtime columnist for the Cleveland Plain Dealer, on last week, and even he said he's made peace with LeBron, as the front page will attest, as Dan Gilbert's high-class, regular font release last night, statement wishing LeBron and his family well and saying we look forward to retiring number 23 one day.
Really wanted some Comic Sans today.
Yeah, it didn't happen, and I'm glad it didn't. And I think Cavs fans should be glad, too, no matter how hard feelings might be out there. But when you look at everything together, roster, who's in charge, and I've got to say it, I understand winning is foremost. If winning was foremost, I would figure he would have gotten his way to Houston somehow, with Chris Paul signing the max, as he did over the weekend, apparently. Or he's reported to be set to do it. He tweeted out and everything. And Philadelphia, as we all know, has got some very talented kids, but anybody who knows the X's and O's will tell you him and Simmons kind of need to have the ball in their hands. And there's Markelle Fultz to deal with as well. But when it all comes down to it, you cannot beat Los Angeles for LeBron. Like I said, his business is here. His next step business is here. It was 75 without a hint of a cloud or humidity yesterday. Okay. And I don't want to profess to say anything that I'm not personally familiar, but if his wife and his kids are like, Dad, let's go to Los Angeles, that's the end of the story. And I think that he was coming to Los Angeles from jump. I really firmly believe that. He might have done his due diligence, and I understand that he sent his representative to meet with the Sixers personally yesterday, and he also, which got Sixers Twitter and all Sixers fans all fired up. And I understand that he had his people reach out to the Cavs and have a conversation. But if everything that you read is true, and we see him jumping off a cliff in Anguilla, which is just east of Puerto Rico in the Caribbean, and that's the way I say it. I don't say Caribbean. And he flies to Los Angeles, and according to Lee Jenkins of Sports Illustrated, calls his representative to say, call the Lakers and get it done, as he's hopping on a private jet with his wife to go to Europe. Just do the math. If you're going to Europe and you're in Anguilla, why are you coming to Los Angeles for a day? When you're just hanging out, you're coming 5 time zones west when you've got a private jet and you could go anywhere from anywhere. Why are you flying to Los Angeles? To meet with Magic Johnson. And that's what apparently happened at 9:01 p.m. Pacific time. Ding dong. Now, if somebody rings my bell at 9 o'clock at night, Susie will tell you. She will tell you. My first reaction is, who the hell is this?
Yeah. What are they doing?
Who the hell's at the door? Because I know it's not anybody that I brought over.
Right. Need some sugar?
And she'll look at me sometimes like, why are you so hostile? Even if it's somebody that I had brought over. Like, what? I'm like, who the hell's ringing my doorbell? 9:01, trick or treat. No, it's not anybody selling cookies. It was LeBron's new boss.
Magic brought the Starbucks. Coffee's for closers,
yeah,
baby.
Right. And apparently they talked about life, football, business. And if there's anybody in business who can tell LeBron, hey, I kind of know the roadmap. I kind of have like this chain of movies and theaters, and he talks LeBron's language. It makes complete sense.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.